This always marks an exciting time of the year, and as my colleagues have learned from a little countdown clock I've got on my phone, we're 30 days out from the draw party that will kick off the event, 31 days away from competition. So certainly for us, we are rapidly getting ready, and it's just an exciting time at this point of the year. Looking at this past weekend coming out of Wimbledon, and we're going to get into the entire playing field that we have, but we're certainly coming off 2 great weeks of tennis. I think for those that are tennis fans or those that are just avid sports fans, we had such an exciting conclusion to the championship, both on the emotional side, as you looked on the women's side with Serena, and getting back to where she was and the emotion that she showed in the finals with finishing it off. And then certainly on the men's side, you had 2 great stories, because you had one of the all-time great, if not the all-time great, with Roger capturing another title. But then you could also with Andy, and for those that were able to stick through and see the emotion at the end and the post-ceremony, you just could tell how much that meant to him. And as a sports fan and as a tennis fan, that's just really what it's all about. So it's certainly exciting for us as we look at those very best of the best coming here to Cincinnati, and just the fact that we're a month away at this point. As we take a look at our tournament, and certainly I think many of us appreciate where we are in the national landscape, but we're really one of 5 outside of the Grand Slams when you're talking about Indian Wells, Miami, Rome and Madrid, and then Cincinnati, that brings the best of the best, the combined men's and women's here into Cincinnati for it. So it's a special time to bring them in, and realizing what a special event that is for the entire city and for the entire region to have it here. When we're looking ahead to the summer now, and just 30 days away, and I was out there last night, and it's pretty exciting, is our food court addition. We've got a $3 million expansion of the food court, which for those that were out there last year, it's going to be more than doubling the size and scope that's there, more than doubling the seating that's out there. It's got a great feel, and we're excited about finishing it out as we get closer to the tournament. But that will really conclude this current project, and I say current because there's always ongoing improvements to the tournament, but the current project of our 3-year, $22 million expansion of the site. So we're certainly proud of where the tournament's growing to, and keeping up with trying to be the best on the landscape for tennis and within the sports marketplace. So we're trusting and hoping everybody can get out there multiple times during the event this year and enjoy the expanded site for this year. As we look at our overall positioning and our placement in the tennis landscape, and having an international event like this here in Cincinnati, none of that is possible without a title sponsor who's very committed on a lot of different levels to making that event work. That's why we're able to have an event like this. So certainly I'd like to recognize Western and Southern Financial Group, and would like to at this time call up the Chairman, President, and CEO, John Barrett, in recognition for all that they do.
It was just a few weeks more than 11 years ago that Paul Flory came to us, and he said, hey guys, my sponsorship is over and it's running out, and we've got to find someone new to do it. And every other company we've been to in Cincinnati has said, I think it sounds great, but it's not for us. But we made the decision among our crowd that we could not let this tournament leave Cincinnati. And also, if we're going to get involved, how we really invest in it and make it as good a tournament as exists in the world. And I think you guys have done it, starting with Elaine back there, Phil, Vince now. It is really as good as it gets. And from what the players tell us, it's one of their favorites, if not the favorite. Obviously, the big 4 are key to their careers and their purses, but this tournament is like right below that. And I know this coming year we've got the finals we had at Wimbledon. We have 2 former winners of our tournament, and really it's just as good as it gets. And we're pumped to be a part of it. And I think it's another thing in Cincinnati. Our whole thing on Cincinnati is good's okay, great's what we want. And I think this is great. Thank you so much. Thanks, Vince.
We're certainly collectively proud of the setup that's out there at the tennis center, and what that means from an entertainment perspective, and the expanded site and all of that. the driver really behind all that is the players, and we're very fortunate to have the best of the best